For example 5, we're going to be adding integers with different signs in a real-world situation. So the first thing that we need to do when we're dealing with real-world problems is read the problem and try and get an understanding of what the problem is asking us to find or do. In this problem, it says that a water level in a large tank rises 5 feet, falls 9 feet, then rises 3 feet. Overall, how far does the water level rise or fall? For the first method, I'm going to draw a picture to try and get a visual of what is happening. And a good method to use when you're dealing with real-world situations, if possible, try and draw a picture to get a visual of what you are seeing in the problem. So we know that there is some kind of tank filled with water, and we don't know what the water level is. So I'm going to put a 0 to represent its starting point. And now if we end up in the positive side above 0, that means that our water level rose. And if we end below 0 in the negative sign, that would mean that our water level fell. So the first thing that happens from our starting point is the water level goes up 5 feet. So if we go up 5 feet, that means that we would be 5 feet above where we started. Now we'll keep our 0 there. And now from our new water level, which was 5 feet, we go down 9 feet. So from our new water level, we're going down 9 feet. So we go down 5, and then from 0 we have to go down 4 more. That gives us a total of 9. And now our new position would be a negative 4. So from negative 4 now, we go up 3 feet. So it would take us 4 feet to get back to the starting point. We're only going up 3 feet. And by going up 3 feet from negative 4, that would bring us to negative 3, 2, and 1. So we are at a negative 1, which means that the water level fell 1 foot. So for our second method, kind of going to do the same thing here, except now I'm going to use a number line. And I'm going to use a vertical number line because we're dealing with rising and falling of water levels. So I'm going to put my midpoint at 0, and then we'll go up to 5, and we'll go down to a negative 5. And we're going to start at 0. That'll be where we started, and this will help us see what our overall change was. So the first thing that the water level did was it rose 5 feet. So it went up 5 feet. The next move, from 5 feet, it went down 9 feet. So we could count out 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is going to put us to that negative 4. And then from negative 4, it went up 3 feet. So 1, 2, 3. And that will put us to a negative 1. So what that negative 1 represents, that would represent a fall in the water level. If we ended in the positives, that would mean that the water level rose. So to answer this problem, we could say that overall, the water level falls 1 foot. For our third method, this will be our most common way of using it once we get into the habit of solving real world problems. We are going to write an expression. So we're going to break down the problem and write out an expression from the numbers. So the first thing that we know is the water level in a large tank rises 5 feet. The word rises would represent a positive integer, so we're going to start with 5. Then it says that it falls 9 feet. Falling 9 or dropping 9, going down 9, those would all represent a negative. So we are going to add a negative 9 to that 5. And then rising 3, rising again represents a positive change. So we are going to add 3 to this. And now we have an expression that represents what happened to the water level. To solve this or to find a solution to this expression or simplify it, we could use any methods we want. What I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this now so that my positives are together. So I'm going to rewrite it as 5 plus 3 plus a negative 9. And that allows me to add my 2 with the same signs first. 5 and 3 gives us 8. So we are left with 8 plus a negative 9. And now we have addition with different signs. So we're going to subtract the absolute values. So the absolute value of a negative 9 is 9. And the absolute value of 8 is 8. So we need to figure out 9 minus 8, which gives us 1. Then 9 is the greater absolute value, and 9 was negative, which means that our answer there is a negative 1. And that negative 1 represents a fall in the water level. So again, we could say that overall, the water level falls 1 foot.